What if I told you there's a beautiful tropical island where you can retire without leaving the United States, enjoy Caribbean beaches, and pay almost zero in taxes? That's not a fantasy reserved only for the very rich. That's the reality when you live in the United States territory of Puerto Rico. Welcome back to Retire Without Borders, the show where I go over the ins and outs of retiring overseas. Puerto Rico is located in the Eastern Caribbean about 1,000 miles southeast of Miami. In this video, I will reveal how Americans just like you are retiring in Puerto Rico and living their dream life with tropical weather, low costs, and unique tax incentives that could save you thousands every single year. I'll show you how it works, where to live, what life really costs, and the hidden challenges you need to know before you pack your bags. And stick around until the end, because I'll share a secret about Puerto Rico's residency rules that most retirees don't realize, and it could make or break your plan. So, why move from the mainland to Puerto Rico? Why not move to the island of Barbados? Well, unlike other Caribbean islands, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. That means no passport needed, no customs hassle, and yes, your Social Security checks still come through without a problem. But here's the real kicker. Puerto Rico has special tax laws that make it very attractive to retirees who want to enjoy their life while maintaining a fixed budget. For qualified residents, this means little to no tax on capital gains, your dividends, and even certain business income. The laws behind this are called Act 60. Very nice, right? I thought so. When you retire in Puerto Rico, the first thing you'll notice is the blend of languages and traditions. Spanish is the dominant language, but because Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, English is widely taught in schools and understood in major cities, tourist hubs, and professional services. That said, learning a bit of Spanish goes a long way toward easing your daily life. Culturally, Puerto Rico is a vibrant mix of Caribbean warmth and American familiarity. You'll find lively festivals, salsa music echoing through plazas, colorful colonial architecture in Old San Juan, and strong family and community values. Expats often say that living here feels like discovering a whole new world, yet still having the comfort of being under the U.S. umbrella. Now, let's talk about the cost of living in Puerto Rico. So how affordable is it to live in Puerto Rico anyway? Well, a beachfront condo in the capital, San Juan, can run between $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Yes, dollars. Remember, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Now, head outside the metro area, places like Rincón, Ponce, or Cabo Rojo, and you'll find rentals closer to $800 to $1,200 a month. That may be much more affordable for many people. Now, what about groceries? You're on an island, right? Grocery prices are similar to those in other parts of the U.S. However, imported goods from the mainland cost more than those produced on the island. Your fresh fruit, seafood, and local produce are cheaper than on the mainland, so it balances out. Your utilities will be higher on average than the mainland. Because the island relies heavily on imported fuel, and its power grid is older and less efficient. Monthly electricity bills often range between $200 and $300 for an average household, compared to around $150 to $200 on the mainland. Air conditioning, which many retirees rely on due to the tropical climate, can push costs even higher during the summer months. On the flip side, other utilities like water, internet, and cell service are generally comparable to or slightly less expensive than what you find on the mainland. Overall, while electricity is the main budget consideration, many retirees find the extra cost offset by lower taxes and a reduced cost of living in other categories. Healthcare in Puerto Rico offers a mix of U.S.-trained doctors, modern hospitals in larger cities, and more affordable private care than most of the mainland. On average, a visit to a general practitioner costs around $40 to $60, compared to $120 to $200 in the U.S. mainland without insurance. Specialist visits and procedures are also typically 40 to 60% cheaper, and prescription medications often cost less. Many hospitals and clinics in San Juan and other larger cities are well equipped, though rural areas may have more limited options, and you may have to wait for a doctor to visit. Of course, Medicare is accepted in Puerto Rico, but some retirees have reported that coverage can sometimes be less comprehensive than in the mainland, which is why many retirees purchase supplemental private insurance for greater flexibility. While the island's healthcare system has faced funding challenges and occasional shortages of specialists, overall it provides quality care at a fraction of the cost, making it a strong draw for retirees looking to stretch their healthcare dollars. A retired couple can live well here on $2,000 to $3,000 a month, depending on their preferred location and their chosen lifestyle. Now let's talk about the golden ticket, taxes. For retirees, Puerto Rico offers some of the most compelling tax advantages in the U.S. system. If you establish residency in Puerto Rico, you enjoy 100% tax exemption on capital gains, dividends, and interest earned. Also, once residency is established, income sourced within Puerto Rico is completely exempt from U.S. federal income tax. To benefit from Puerto Rico's tax incentives, you need to establish what is called bona fide residency. What that means is you need to spend at least 183 days a year, slightly more than half the year, living in Puerto Rico. Individuals who establish this bona fide residency in Puerto Rico enjoy fantastic tax benefits. These include 100% tax exemption on capital gains, dividends, and interest earned after relocating to the island. Like I said, to qualify, you must spend at least 183 days per year in Puerto Rico. You must declare it as your primary tax home. Finally, you must demonstrate stronger personal and economic ties there than to the U.S. mainland. Once residency is established, income sourced within Puerto Rico is completely exempt from U.S. federal income tax. The only drawback is that your Social Security or pension distributions remain taxable under U.S. law. But if you have savings or investments outside of the pension, the interest income can all be tax-free. This strategy enables savvy retirees to retain more of their wealth. Don't know about you, but I like retaining my own money. Taxes aside, Puerto Rico offers a lifestyle many retirees dream of. Picture waking up to the sound of the ocean, enjoying year-round warm weather, and being part of a vibrant mix of Latin American and U.S. culture. From salsa festivals to Caribbean cuisine, life here is colorful and full of energy. Great! Now that I've sold you on actually moving to Puerto Rico, you're probably asking, where do I move to? I don't speak much Spanish and don't know anyone there. Good points all. Here are some of the most popular places where American retirees choose to settle in Puerto Rico, each offering its own distinct lifestyle, community vibe, and practical benefits. First off, there's San Juan. The capital city blends historic charm with modern amenities. You'll find everything from the colorful streets of Old San Juan to bustling Condado. Nicknamed the Manhattan of Puerto Rico for its luxury condo towers and vibrant nightlife. Rent costs vary widely, often starting under $1,000 in less touristy zones. Next on the list is Rincón, located on the western tip of the island. Rincón draws retirees with its surf culture, laid-back pace, and legendary sunsets. It's a tight-knit expat community, ideal for those wanting a slower pace but still easy access to amenities and a nearby airport. Then, there's Palmas Del Mar, which is a gated resort-style community on the southeast coast in Humacao. It offers upscale living with tennis courts, a marina, beach club, 36-hole golf courses, and more. It has a structured, active lifestyle appealing to retirees looking for luxury with convenience. Rentals average $1,900 a month. Then there's Dorado, a posh northern coastal town just west of San Juan that's seen a surge in affluent retirees and investors. Home to upscale neighborhoods like Dorado Beach and golf resorts, property values here are some of the highest on the island. Next up is Fajardo, located on the eastern tip of the island. Fajardo is a haven for boating and boating trips to nearby islands like Culebra and Vieques. It offers a quieter coastal lifestyle with boating culture and access to beautiful beaches and bioluminescent bays. Just north of El Yunque National Forest is Luquillo, which sits on the northeast coast and is often referred to as the Puerto Rican Riviera. It offers a balance between rainforest hikes and beach days, making it perfect for retirees who crave nature and serenity. Whether you're seeking culture and nightlife, a tight-knit beach community, luxury resort living, or a nature-connected retreat away from the crowds and hustle-bustle, Puerto Rico offers diverse options to suit almost any retirement preference. And with a strong expat community in areas like Rincón, it's easy to make friends and find support. But it's not perfect. Power outages, infrequent hurricanes, and bureaucracy are real challenges that must be planned for. Retirees who thrive here are the ones who embrace the slower pace and adapt to local quirks. If you feel up to it, here's the moment to picture in your mind. You're sitting on a balcony overlooking turquoise water, sipping your morning coffee. The IRS is no longer doing their best to drain your retirement savings, your Social Security account is intact, and your money stretches further than it ever did back home. That's not a pipe dream. That's what thousands of American retirees are already experiencing in Puerto Rico. But keep in mind, retiring in Puerto Rico isn't just about escaping taxes and snow and living in a tropical paradise. Retiring in Puerto Rico is about building a life where affordability, community, and Caribbean beauty come together. If you can handle the trade-offs and meet the residency requirements, Puerto Rico just might be your dream retirement. So, thank you for watching. Now, you may still be researching locations and your options for living abroad. If so, click the link on the screen above to see how you can test drive a country, or even a territory, before you move. And if you want to know the top 10 most affordable countries to retire in 2025, click the video on your screen now. It might just change where you decide to live your dream retirement. And be sure to watch this video on how to protect your personal information while traveling or living overseas.